The invaders are deliberately attacking civilians with the unguided bombs. The captured Russian pilot Alexander Krasnoyartsev told about it. His Su-34 fight jet, which bombed residential areas of Chernihiv, was shot down on March the 5th. Krasnoyartsev said that in captivity, the Ukrainian military provided him with all the necessary medical care. He also called on Russian military pilots based in Bryansk, Russia, to stop bombing civilians and civilian objects.
Обращаюсь к своим коллегам, которые находятся на аэродроме Сиище Брянской области. Обращаюсь к вам, чтобы вы прекратили нанесение ударов по территории Украины.
All the evidence gathered from him is being processed by the investigating authorities and will be handed over to the Hague Tribunal. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made a speech to the British Parliament. In a short speech, he counted the crimes of Russia against the Ukrainian people and noted the resistance of the unarmed residents of the cities where the Russian invaders came. All members of Parliament were wearing the national symbols of Ukraine and gave a standing ovation after Zelensky's speech.
Посилюйте санкції проти держави-терориста. Визнайте її, нарешті, державою-терористом. Знайдіть спосіб зробити безпечним наше українське небо. Зробіть те, що ви можете.
This is how Odessa is preparing to meet the enemy. The military musical orchestra just started playing in the middle of one of the checkpoints. Despite shelling and the danger of an attack by the Russian invaders, the Ukrainian military is in high spirit and ready to defend Ukraine.
Europe is on the brim of a new nuclear catastrophe. This is Enerhodar city in Ukraine. The largest in Europe nuclear power plant is located here. Unarmed residents of the city came out to prevent the Russian occupiers from seizing the nuclear power plant. They understand that any damage to the plant will cause an environmental catastrophe, the next Chernobyl or Fukushima. It is no longer a Ukrainian issue. It is a possible threat for the whole of Europe and even the world. For the first time in war history, the Russian army has deliberately attacked a nuclear power plant. It is definitely an act of state terrorism. Even if the concrete walls of the plant will deter the impact, its transformers and turbines are defenseless against mortars and tanks. If they are damaged, there will be a leak of a radiation cloud, and only the wind knows where this cloud goes. Ukrainians defend their land courageously, but their strength is limited. The Russian army acts like terrorists, shelling hospitals, maternity wards, kindergartens, and civil neighborhoods. Putin's army will stop at nothing, even if it means a nuclear disaster. We live in a global world. There are no walls of sanctions or money that will protect you from this disaster. The larger ecosystem of the region covers not only the Black Sea and multiple rivers that run through Ukraine, but also dozens of European countries that are less than 1,000 kilometers away. The outcomes of the possible tragedy will be catastrophic. They will last for decades and cost trillions of euros to overcome. While every Ukrainian is defending Europe with their bare hands from Putin's evil intentions, what does the world do? Europe and Ukraine's allies must act as decisively as the Ukrainian people. Protecting and closing the Ukrainian sky is the #1 task to avoid this catastrophe, because radiation has no nationality and stops at no border.